Satisfy your need for happiness through your own curiosity with The Ranveer Show.
Anand Pai seems like such a sweet kid. I'm 40, so I start talking about people like that. Yeah. But I really, you know what I love? There was a moment he walked by again. I was like, I don't want to. He's greeting everybody. I want to talk to him. But somebody was trying to pull him somewhere, and he was like, no, we need Radhika. And he like called out to his wife, and I was like, oh, he didn't even want to go. That's so sweet, dude. I really like, he seems like a sweet kid. He really does.
So I went to the school which was founded by the Ambani family, and Anand Bhai was my junior in school, and he's dealt with a lot of health problems throughout his life.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I didn't
stuff
know
that he couldn't help, and I don't know if this is public knowledge, but I believe he's had some lung trouble.
Oh wow!
And some more issues, but it's been this way for a long time. I remember when we were kids, even back then, he was a really kind guy.
Yeah,
that was his reputation within school as well. I think that people have a certain perception about him. Anyone who attended the wedding and actually interacted with him, you get to know how chill he is, how kind he is. The context on him now publicly is that he's founded Vantara. So he's rescued animals since the time he was a kid. At this point, through Vantara, I think they're rescuing like wild animals, you know, in like those small circuses abroad, etc. So they've basically gone all over the globe.
That's so sweet. Dude.
Yeah, that's who he is as a guy, but you need to meet him to understand his energy. Otherwise, you're going to have perceptions about him. And I hope to do a podcast with him at some point so that people get to like know the guy. But this is genuinely one of the kindest bhaiyon ka bhais there is.
Yeah.
Explain what a bhaiyon ka bhai is.
The brother's brother, a brother of a brother.
Yeah. And you see that with all his bros taking care of him as well.
Yeah, so it was cool. We got to meet a lot of his childhood friends. Again, I was intimidated to talk to him, but like all of them, I was shocked at how not snobby they were also, because I expect you grow up with kids like that, you got money, everybody's super down to earth, but they all said this, he's just the sweetest guy. Every one of them was like, he's just such a they said kind soul multiple times.
Yeah, it's all about a conversation. Like, I feel, again, the family was talking to everyone at the wedding. So I didn't know if I could go and approach them because of how hounded they were.
Yeah, same.
Okay, I was just like walking around them. So there was a ring of security guards around the family.
Yeah.
And that ring was pretty intimidating. But somehow Anand Bhai saw me walking around and he called out to me, bro. And I went inside and he introduced me to his father, who is literally the biggest business inspiration for anyone who takes up a business career.
Dude, this is a cool moment too, and this also let me know how powerful they were. The sports owner that was with me, we made friends. Just the sweetest person. They went to meet Mukesh Bhai, or Bhaiya, I guess for me, and they were intimidated. This person is worth tens of billions of dollars easily. Intimidated talking to Mukesh Bhaiya. But then they approached him. He said, hi, what's up? They started walking away, and then he pulled them back in to take a picture with his family. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet to like, because they were like kind of intimidated. They're just walking away, and they literally said to me, they're like, I mean, I said hi. I don't know how that went. I don't know what else I said. I was so nervous. And then as they're finishing the sentence, Mukesh Bhai comes, grabs them, and then pulls them in. And then it was just like, they seem like a very, you wouldn't think billionaires would be like that. Let's just say that.
Yeah, bro. And he's probably the most iconic billionaire that India's ever seen. That's the business context. When you grow up in this country, I think everyone knows Mukesh Ambani. In the same way that everyone knows John Cena, but in a different light.
Can I be honest with you? This is going to sound...
No, that's fine.
I didn't even know there were other Indian billionaires like that. I'm guessing there's 1.4 billion people, so you probably got like 5. But it's,
I think the two most iconic ones are Ratan Tata and Mukesh Ambani.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
These are the two most iconic billionaires that India's ever seen.
Yeah.
And both of them have changed the country in their own way. There's an urban legend about Mukesh Ambani. Again, this is what we hear in like business circles. I think he's something like 65. He's between 65 and 70 years old. And he's still working for like 16 to 17 hours every day.
Yeah.
So my first thought when I was meeting him was that, holy shit, sir's so busy, but he's still giving me patience, time, and attention. And I just, all I could do was convey my gratitude for all the inspiration we've got as like business owners.
Yeah.
And that's what any business owner would do if you were face to face with Mukesh Ambani.
Yeah.
So to be introduced to him, and they were so sweet, bro. Like,
Yeah.
not for a minute.
I saw you talking to them, and I wanted to go approach, but I was like, I'm not gonna.
because of the ring.
No, I just felt like this person is like you're just intimidated again, and I felt better about being intimidated when I see someone worth tens of billions of dollars being intimidated. But I saw you talking to them, and I was like, let them be.
Bro, I was intimidated. Even
Nah,
though
you looked wild comfortable. It annoyed me actually. I was really irritated at how comfortable you looked, laughing and stuff. It was annoying.
But my God, like even to so what's happening at the wedding is wherever the Ambani family was, the rest of the wedding's eyes were like pointed towards them,
Of course.
and they were aware of this, and they were being nice to everyone despite know that level of attention. And I don't know how they kept the energy levels up over the 3 days, but
Somebody said that to me. Somebody said, one of the childhood friends said, the Ambanis don't sleep. You don't understand. Because they said they were up till like 5 a.m. the night before or something. And I was like, what? Yeah. I'm exhausted. I'm ready to go. It was like 11 p.m. And then they go, no, you don't understand. These people don't sleep.
yeah.
And I'm assuming they don't look like party animals. They look like this shit is work. Oh, yeah. This was so sweet, dude. Ananda Bhai seems so sweet.
Yeah.
He really does.
So does Radhika Merchant,
yeah,
who's
she
become a social media icon now.
Oh yeah, I love that. And she looked beautiful, honestly.
Yeah.
And I remember there's a video I saw on Instagram the next day of just like her laughing and dancing with Anand Bhai, and it's just like it's really cool that you can, because the perception we have, at least in America, of really powerful families is it's like very unhappy and empty. And I didn't get that perception here, and I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
And inspiring. That to me is more inspiring than the wealth. If you don't have this, it ain't worth it. And I felt like they had real love, and I was like, that's awesome.
I also interacted with Radhika's family.
Yeah.
I'm like a super extroverted person.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, but like I flutter around.
Yeah.
Like I never stick with like one group because I love human beings.
Yeah.
The price I pay for that is I get overstimulated. But I had a conversation with Radhika's dad asking him how it is. He was just enjoying it.
Yeah.
I felt like I'm talking to myself from the future, Mr. Brain Merchant.
Yeah.
And he gave me some inputs on the show and everything. So I was very validated.
Really?
Yeah, I got to know that they watched the show. So
Inputs like criticisms or good things?
he actually criticized the show a little bit in a very like constructive way.
Oh.
So I appreciate it. But very real people.
Yeah.
Radhika herself was so real. I think that's the thing with events of this scale get spoken about this much. There's that many perceptions that are built around the people within those events. But I just wish people got to experience those human beings, to know the truth.
Yeah. But they didn't get invited. We did. So what are you going to do?
If you enjoyed today's clip, make sure you check out these curated playlists that we've made especially for you related to the subject that was spoken about in this clip.